Our next comic loves long walks on the beach. Emily Dickinson poetry. Oh, fuck it, here's Dan Patrick.
Thank you very much for that. I do like Emily Dickinson, don't laugh at that. That's great. So, I guess I would have to think that you wouldn't think the stage could get any smaller until I stepped on it. I would think, from your perspective, it may look like a water buffalo standing on an apple crate, holding a microphone in his mouth. What you're saying? Yeah. I have an eating disorder. Doctors have a term for it. It's called eating. And you know you kind of slid into the rabbit's hole when you're jealous of the before picture. In fact, I went recently to a doctor's office to see if I could get liposuction, right? And after about 20 minutes of arguing with the doctor, he kicked me out. Because I kept pointing at the before picture. I'm like, Doc, I'll take that. Just I'll take that. I don't need this fantasy on the right. No, just give me the before picture. That's all I need. But I look at myself sometimes, and I think, you know, shocker here, I'm kind of lazy. Like, so is my fat. My fat is lazy. Seriously, I'm not kidding. Down the gullet, right? And all of it stopped right here. It was like, oh, that's it. We're right here. We're not going anywhere. Pitch a tent, we're done. We're staying right here. And I see myself sometimes, I think, I wonder if one of those Papa John's 2-for-1 binges that I had at 2 in the morning, that I may have accidentally, in that, swallowed a kid's floaty. And then, like, while I was burping, I inflated it when I touched my belly button. Because that's what I look like. It's like this little floaty around my waist. Maybe that worked better on the car on the way over here. So, I bumped into a friend of mine recently, and he's kind of a ladies' man, sort of like you. Tight shirts, lots of push-ups. But he dates, he marches to his own beat. He only will date women that smoke. And his rationale for that is pretty easy. You know, smoking, there's like a whole phallic thing there. And he says that the women that he dates, whether they smoke cigarettes or weed or whatever, they suck his dick like they're yanking a layer of skin off it. The problem is, there is one drawback. He recently broke up with this girl, and he had to get a nicotine patch for his balls. They needed that fix. So, I currently unemployed. I'm at home a lot, watching TV, dovetailing back into my physique. And I see a lot of commercials that I think are pretty much bullshit. I think the big companies are lying to us. So if you don't mind, or if you do mind, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to pitch a couple of taglines to some commercials I saw that I think might be a little bit more honest. Mountain Dew. Give your diabetes a head start. Budweiser. We'll be happy to numb your PTSD. And the last one, my favorite, I think, which any of you guys that have used it, I think would agree. Match.com. First in relationships, marriages, and 5-guy cream pies. That was from my man Jason up there. As long as Jason got that, I was happy.
You got it.
So let's see here. I literally wrote this today at 3 o'clock. Television. Let's talk a little bit more about TV. There's a big movie this last weekend, 300: Rise of an Empire.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure about that. If you look at those guys, they look like a bunch of drunk frat boys running around in togas, right? I mean, did the Greeks really have to worry about the Persians? Or was malaria, frostbite, and... Oh, fuck, I screwed it up. Malaria, frostbite, and ingrown toenails from those fucking sandals they wear. That, I think, was probably more on their agenda than worrying about the Persians, right? I mean... and then I saw a preview. They've been previewing the shit out of this show on NBC. It's called Resurrection. It's so stupid. It's just spooky. Dead people come back to life. So like they show this guy mowing his lawn, minding his own business, and then all of a sudden he looks up and his 5-year-old kid that died in 1979 is like, "Daddy?" And I was thinking like, how many people, like married guys, and their first wife comes back and they're like, "Oh, for fuck's sake, I thought I got rid of that bitch. I'm totally happy without you. What the fuck's going on here?" And that made me think, I wonder if the apostles were pissed that Jesus came back. I wonder if they were sitting around the table and they were like, "Fuck, I thought we got rid of that bossy Jew."
Good. Always remember to finish your thought. The light or the beeper is not a reason to start another routine. That's what we, because usually another routine you think it's short is 2 minutes long. Happens all the time. I want you to really think about the POV of your fat. You kind of had it, but
Okay.
what the fuck? We got a migration going on.
Good as
You follow?
Yeah.
And he's like going, it's one by one fat, and I go, "Hey, maybe we should go to his thighs." Fuck it, let's have a drink. So let him talk a little bit more. It's funny. Wear no coat.
No coat, okay.
Yeah. Because-
Not a black shirt though, right?
That's fine. Your belly's going to stick out like mine
Oh, okay.
does. If that's what you want. You're going to talk about
Okay,
it.
sure.
You make sure you have a visual aid.
Gotcha.
All right.
No cloaking devices.
Your friend is a little bit off beat. Oh, let me kind of rephrase that. He's a beat off. I thought it was hilarious.
That is hilarious.
You hold a little longer for some laughs. You're coming in just a little bit soon. You're holding, and the ones with the products, the Mountain Dew, you held beautifully for those because you knew, oh, there's a good joke, and you waited at the end of it. Mark where all the other ones are and practice,
Okay.
like I said, waiting for those. Have worked with somebody, go laugh, 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 so that you get the timing and it reminds you to stop talking. A girl liked oral sex so much she could suck his balls up through his urethra. All right. Painful but fun. And bukkake. A funny term. Green pie is funny, but bukkake.
I originally had STDs, but then the guys were like, go with the corn term.
Bukkake, yeah. Also, it's got a hard K, and it's Scott, Dennis, Tony, Jason, Tom, everybody.
You seem to be setting yourself up in a good way, both with being unemployed and also the pub around you.
Hey, I opened the door.
That you couldn't even get hired to be like a Michelin man or something.
You don't fit into any group. Not with the skinnies or the fatties. Dennis.
I thought women liked girth.
You would.
I liked it.
The 300 drinks. They filmed them in Canada with Canadians. And yet somehow it wouldn't have the same emphasis to hear, "This is Toronto!"
Ottawa.
We're going to work our way up. We'll go Tom and that way. Go Tom.
I love the before and after part. I think you could say, after a few bad months after the before picture, I realized the before is my new after. That's what I'm going for. And also say, the after picture, that's a distant pipe dream. That's never going to happen. So I love that. That little offhand thing you said about, that would work better in the car. I said, that killed when I was alone in my car. I think it might be interesting to see what would happen to a woman, the woman who quit smoking, because she really, really needs the cock then. And last but not least, Budweiser, the tagline for that I would rewrite as medicating your PSTD symptoms since 1968.
Oh, okay. To be honest with you, I just was hoping that I didn't fuck up PTSD. I said that over and over again.
That's good.
Jason, Tony.
That nicotine patch on the dick shit was hilarious. So funny. Maybe you can add because it's your friend that has a nicotine patch on his dick, right? And he's like TMI. He's telling you that he has to change the patch every other hour because it keeps sticking to his dick and peeling the skin off. It's really good.
His balls are bald now from ripping it off.
Yeah, something like that.
It's an add to that. Maybe did you see it? Well, I'm the one that puts it on. I'm just kidding. I'm the one that has it on.
Tony.
Well, I was thinking that was a really funny line about the nicotine patch. I thought I was thinking this before. A good tack to that is like, of course, in his case, it's a nicotine patch. I'm sorry, is that too offensive? No, it's a prickatine patch.
Tag it a couple times. I like it, Tony.
Yeah.
But it's, look at
It's a chickatine patch.
Then with the 300, you're talking about the Greeks, maybe a different rhythm before you're like, don't the Greeks have more to worry about? What, famine, frostbite, rectal bleeding from excess sodomy?
Yulita!
Remember about this eating disorder? It's like you can add it from the eating disorder eating, and you can add it like I'm eating in different order, too much.
Oh!
Yeah, like the eating disorder.
That's good.
David?
And then also smoke cigarettes, weed, crack, or something off.
Yeah, I needed a third one.
Yeah,
there. You're
yeah,
right.
yeah.
I did it with a third one.
Yeah, crack, yeah. Dennis, last comment.
If you got liposuction,
My crack.
your body would be thinner, but your face would be the same. You basically have what looked like a lollipop with a big fat head and a skinny body with your jowls hanging over your pecs.
Okay, Dennis.
The other thing is, you gotta wonder if now, if in Greece you don't have some guy going to the unemployment office and saying, "This is modern Greece," because it's in economic.
All right, give him a round of applause.